Sugars. How's everybody doing this evening? Well, y'all, it's me. I am coming and I am going to answer some questions that one of my sisters left for me to answer. She left a few questions and I'm going to answer them from my point of view. This is not directed to anyone. This is just a question that she asked me, and I'm going to answer it the best way that I know how. Okay? So, for one of my girls, and you know who you are, the question is, she said, I wonder why some people can act one way and be evil at the same time. So that's one question. How can people act one way and then turn around and be evil at the same time? And to me, that's by choice. Because to me, from my experience, I have learned that when I leave things up to God, even when, okay, say for instance, if I'm being nice to you now, but I turn around and talk crap about you and be mean to you and say all kind of, then what was the point of being nice to you? If I don't like you, I just don't like you. I don't have to deal with you. But when you be wishy-washy that way, you're straddling the fence for one, okay? But people do it because in a way they want to be close to you to find out what's going on, but they really just don't like you. You know that saying, keep your friends close but your enemies closer? That's exactly what that is. And so people do that. Now this is from my point of view. Now if anybody has any other reasons why they do things, I have no idea. But that's just something that I can take from my experience. Why people be one way and then they turn around and do something else. And a lot of times, God can use people to do some things and they don't understand why. He'll use somebody that really and truly don't like you to bless you. Then turn around when they really sit down and think about what they did, they don't understand. I have been in that position several times. Several times, okay? So that's just a few ways or a few things that happens when people do that. They can either like you and might be going through something, or they don't like you, but they don't want you to know they don't like you, or I can understand, y'all, if you don't like somebody, but to be mean and hateful, and when I say mean and hateful, that means when you choose in your mouth to say and do some unnecessary things about people. I could not like it's a lot of people I don't like, but for one, I don't have to wish you any harm. I don't have to lie on you. I don't have to treat you bad. I could just not fool with you. Plain and simple. I can still be kind and courteous to you when I see you, because that's what God asked me to do. But to just be mean and hateful to you just because I feel like I can, or I feel like I'm doing something to hurt you, why would I want to hurt you? Because, if it's something that you've done to me that caused me not to like you, I can get over that. That's something we have forgiveness. We have to have forgiveness. But you can also forgive, but you don't have to deal with somebody. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going into that, and I know I'm all over the place, but it's just different scenarios. It depends on the person, the circumstances, and you just have to be mindful not to do the same thing to somebody else. Okay? When it's been done to you, you have to be mindful not to do it to somebody else. Okay? And so the next question is, let's see. Hmm. I think I answered both questions together. But anyway, so that was the question, and oh, she was saying, what are my thoughts on that? My thoughts is just that people pick and choose what they do and what they say. I am a firm believer of um, being smart about the things that I choose to say and to choose to do against people. Because as we live, and we have said, you've heard it being said over and over, karma is something else. Do y'all hear me? And I have been blessed enough to have gone through some things in my life to now sit back and see how God chose those negatives and turned them into a positive. Not only did he build me up, but I learned a lesson through all of that. And I learned that when I think about my feelings and how I felt, why would I want to cause that same hurt on somebody else? I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't. But you got to understand that there is a heaven and there's a hell. There is God and there's the devil. God is bigger than anything, okay? But some people choose to be mean and hateful because maybe they have gone through some things in their life and they just have this hurt and this disappointment, this feeling of loss, or being lost, and don't understand how to come out of it. So some people just sit back and don't ever have anything positive to say. They can't muster up a smile to make it through the day. Some people can do that, but they turn around. They can bless you and turn around and curse you in the same breath. And those are the ones that are straddling the fence. Those are the ones that pick and choose to do those things, because God has given us a decision. We can be positive or we can be negative. And when you choose to constantly be negative to people, in spite of how God bless you, do you know that we have a birthday every single day? God bless us every day. He wake us up. In spite of all the negative things that we have done to hurt and tear down on somebody, you know, He is trying to bring us all to a point. He's given us a chance to actually come to Him, to change and do better and be better. But a lot of people will part this life and not do so because they're comfortable with where they are. They're comfortable with who they are, and they feel like they're doing the right things in life. But when you continue to read God's word and what He says and all of the wonders and things that He has done around you, when you read it and you see how these things are working, how this happened, how that happened, how God continues to bless you and keep you safe. At some point in life, this is for me, at some point in my life, I said, yes, Lord, and my soul says yes. When you feel the goodness of Him, when you see that you didn't have two imaginary pennies to rub together, okay, and your light bill was due, and God sent you help. When you did wrong, you took your bill money and you went shopping, thinking that you could borrow from so-and-so and this person and that person to make up for it, and then you pay them later. And it don't work out that way. But God didn't turn around and bless you in some way. When you choose to lie on somebody to make yourself look better, when you choose to not be truthful, when you choose to be impatient, when you choose to be hateful, when you choose to defame someone's character, when you choose to do things like that, as long as you living and have breath in your body and your heart is pumping blood, God says yes on a daily basis, you will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. And that is not coming just from me. That is a fact of life. A lot of people have done a lot of things in life and they feel like, okay, you know, they footloose and fast and free. It may not hit you, but somebody close to you, somewhere, somehow, go get it, okay? And people don't understand that. They don't understand it. They don't. They don't. But when you realize that there's another way, when people do things to hurt you, I was talking to one of my girls tonight, and I said, look at how you're being blessed. In the middle of all you're going through, all the negative, you look at how you're being blessed. Just when you thought nobody cared, God showed up and showed out on your behalf. Okay? We're not perfect. We are His creations, and we're still being made. Okay? He's still adding things. We're learning things. We're being added to. Okay? We're knocking off just like how we grow. You know, our skin sheds. So we're shedding all these old layers and we're adding the new ones. And when you do that, when you realize that when you take matters into your own hands and you start cussing people out, putting people on blast, just doing whatever as we do in the flesh because we feel like we got to handle it. Oh, she ain't gonna get away with that. She ain't gonna talk to me like I ain't nothing. I got this. B, you better give me 50 feet or you getting ready to get your throat cracked. All of this kind of stuff. We have all done that. And yes, I still do sometimes, and I be mad with myself afterwards. Because I be done got so hot under the collar, y'all feel like all this just done split and flames just coming out. But when we do that, we are now taking it out of God's hands. What do we need Him for if we're going to continue to take matters into our own hands and we're going to handle it ourselves? You just created another problem because you took it from God and you just ran with it. Everything that comes up don't have to come out. Every situation don't have to be put out into the universe. You pray about that thing, you talk to God about it. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to cry, but let me tell you something. God's word says every tear that you sow, you shall reap with joy and singing. When you go to the Father with your problems, your concerns, your hurts, your disappointments, you now have an army behind you. Baby, you got it. You can hold your head high and knowing that God's word say the battle is not yours, it is the Lord's. And when He say that, He exactly mean it. He mean it. And I have had so many instances, and one of my girls today, within the last 2 weeks, things have been happening, and today I got a call from her about something, and I told her, do you see? And I know I rub a lot of people the wrong way, because maybe somebody might call and they want me to be on their team and just be like, girl, yeah, that, you know, I try not to do that as much as I want to, because I am still in the flesh. Baby, I want to strap on a boots, get my box cutter and my little razor blade and put it under my tongue. Let's go. Let's go. We can go handle some things. I got a bad mouth too, and it's not a good one. But I don't want to use it that way. I have been through so much, and I may not have gone through a lot of things other people have. What I go through, somebody else may not be able to handle. What somebody else go through, I may not be able to handle. But glory be to God, I am not where I used to be. I am not. He has blessed me in so many ways that I can say, Lord, thank you for where I am today. But I choose not to. And I told her, look at all the negatives that's coming at you from all sides. And in the meantime, what is God doing? He's standing there and He's blocking you. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. Yes, He is blocking you. All of those negatives, and they hurt. Y'all, when you say things mean to people and you do things, it hurt. I don't give a flying monkey's uncle what nobody say. They say, what the old saying was back in the day when we were little, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't hurt. You a bold-faced liar, the truth ain't in you. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now, some people's skin may be a little thicker than others. You know, some people not easy to be penetrated like that, but I ain't one of them. So when you say stuff to me, yeah, it get to me, but I don't stay there, okay? I remember, okay, Lord, no weapons. Thank you. The battle is yours. I give it to you. I just need you to come and give me some peace. Help me to hold my tongue so that I don't mess myself up, because I am this close from cracking the whip, flipping all the way out, and using a lot of four-letter words that and things that I know I don't need to, because it's not going to help me. It might feel good when it's coming out, but when I settle down and I think about what I just did, I am kicking myself like Japanese. Yes, I am kicking myself. So I don't want to do that to myself. So in the meantime, when the tears begin to fall, say, Lord, I have done all I can. I have tried to be nice. I have tried to do what you ask, and I'm going to continue. But I ask that you come right now and help me, because this don't feel good. And I know you didn't say life will be easy, and you said you would always be there. So I need you to come and give me a little peace in my spirit right now. For I know that what happened is not a good thing. But I want to handle this the right way. And I know giving it over to you is the right thing to do. So, Lord, I just thank you right now for your word that you have blessed me with. So that when this situation come about, I can speak life. I can tell you, Lord, I'm hurt. This happened just hurt my feelings. You know, no matter how I try to be patient and calm and nice and all this stuff, sometimes it don't feel like it's fair that I can't say nothing. I can say something, but if I want it to be done the right way and I want to receive the blessing, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have made some mistakes with my tongue. Yes, I have. I tell you about your mama and the dead horse she wrote in on. Yes, I can do that. Because when that Taurus build up inside of me and then Resa, TT, and all them old other ones come on and they clash together, I am so ready to fight. Y'all, I could boil some hot water and grits and I could cook you. Do you hear me? It is not a good situation. Do y'all hear me? And yeah, so I want to do better and be better. But should I come and just be that way all the time? Let these things, life take over me? It's not easy. It's not easy, y'all. It ain't easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Do y'all hear me? I have been in situations where I have been so mad that I absolutely felt like I separated from my body. I was saying some things and doing some things and my children were looking at me like, Mama, oh my goodness. No, you did not. When I came to my senses, y'all, I almost broke my glass sliding doors. Do y'all hear me? Not in this house, but in another one. I had the sliding doors. You know, that's full glass from top to bottom. I hit that door so hard with my hand, whoo, the whole wall shook. And my kids were standing there like, they just knew I had broken, that I had hurt myself. When I came to, my husband told me, Teresa, you said some things out your mouth I ain't never heard you say. I don't like to get that mad, y'all. And one thing, I had to calm down, and I had to at least tell them that I hated that they saw that come out of me. But I'm going to be honest right now, that everything that I said, I meant. Do y'all hear me? Because I went there. I went there. I meant it. And it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing on my behalf and as far as my children hearing me say these things and doing these things. Because I literally felt like I separated from my body. I didn't see nobody or hear nobody. I was just gone. I was just pissed beyond pissed. But I took matters into my own hands and I made it worse for myself. Because the person that I just told that, they heard me, they dealt with it, and they going about their business. But I'm the one got all these monkeys now hanging on me. Because I took matters into my own hands. And I went backwards. I picked up my old ways. And now I got to start over. But the one thing is, God said, His mercy is new every day. Every day. We can repent and we can move on. And living, it's sad that some people are a lot older than I am. And it's like, wow, did you really just do that? For real? Did you just say that? Don't you know better than that? You know, I'm saying this to myself because I'm like, oh my goodness, oh really, wow, you know, and I'm like, oh my, and they take it and they run with it. They run a marathon. Do you hear me? And it's like they don't know better. But you have lived your life for so long. Maybe, and that's, Lord forgive me, maybe some things hadn't happened to you in your life to show you that things can be handled a different way. Or maybe they have and they just choose not to live by that. I don't know. But one thing for certain, two for sure. You get the blessing when you let God handle it. When you don't, you have created a lot of problems. A lot of problems. You have opened up some wounds that have got to be healed. And, you know, Everybody want to put things on the devil. Yeah, the devil can tempt you, but that don't mean you have to give in. He can't make us do nothing. It's because we choose to. And he be right there in your ear whispering to you, and you can hear him, and you're thinking it's yourself. And a lot of times it do be us, because we pick up, and when we begin to speak it out of our mouth, that's us. You know? But we got to get to the point, when we feel ourselves going there, begin to talk to the Lord about it. And sometimes it just don't seem like that's enough. You know, because you're so mad right now, you want to see instant results. Instant is not always positive. Okay? God, I be looking at it like God done set up all these little things for this one situation. And when he get ready to bless you, when he get ready to work it out, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. Not only am I going to be right with God, but I'm going to be blessed and highly favored. The person that I just dealt with is going to be blessed. Whoever God used to help us get to where we need to be is going to be blessed. And who helped them, it's going to, y'all, that's the way I look at it. Not everybody's going to look at it that way. Yes, this is a long video. Of course, y'all know I'm long-winded, but I'm speaking from the heart. And we have no idea the impact that we can make here on YouTube. All believers, all women who love the Lord, who has been through some things and have learned and know that they can do anything through Christ who gives them strength. They can use their words as power. Do y'all understand that when we come together, how we can bless, how we can blow YouTube up? If we stop being haters of each other, stop looking at, oh, I don't like the way she wear her hair. I don't like the way she said that. Oh, I think she need to clean up her house. She need to do this. She thinks she cute. Why is she always coming on here showing us what she buying? Why she always got to show us her money? Why she always got to be this? Or why she got to do that? Why she got to turn around and show us her butt? We don't need to know what's going on between her and her husband. That's us. That's us. She need to comb that child hair better than that. I don't like that hairstyle on her. We don't have anything good to say about people sometimes. And we don't understand that just because you don't like something don't mean that it's law. You don't have to put it out there and tell nobody you don't like it. Because for one, everybody have different likes. God made us all different. But you shouldn't tear somebody down because you don't like something. It's a lot of us out here don't have a pot to piss in and an imaginary window to throw it out of. But because we come here and we share, when we get $5 or $10, we go and buy something, we come and share it. This is what I found. Maybe it can help you. Maybe it's something you like. Or you might be looking in the background at somebody's house. Oh, they got a nice house. You don't know how they got that. You don't know the struggle. That all of it might be rented while you're playing, and that's money going out. That's money going out. Anybody that's living today know the economy is jacked all the way up. Okay, yes, some people bring home $3,000 or $4,000 every 2 weeks. Hey, that's a blessing. But you got $3,000 or $4,000, $3,000 or $4,000 problems that you got to worry about. Okay, yeah, because a lot of times some of us get that money, we pay our bills, but we still not happy. You see what I'm saying? Just because you make all this money and you buy all these things don't mean you're happy. Be happy with yourself. Love yourself. Love others. Think about how you would feel if somebody was being mean and hateful to you. You'd be ready to cut a sucker all the way wide open, say a few things to get back at them. You'd be ready to hop on a plane, go find them, and bust them right open when you find them. You'd be ready to do all them kind of things. So why do it to somebody else? Just because you have things in your time frame that has to be done don't mean that that's how everybody else is going to operate. I know right now I got Valerie Granville, I got Diane, I got Pink Nene, and I got Val twice. I need to send gifts out to. I do. But let me tell y'all something. It ain't easy sometimes. I have to make a decision whether to put some food in here or send out gifts. Whether to buy my son's medicine or send out gifts. Whether to put gas in the car or send out gifts. But I promise that you'll get it. And that's why I made a point to say, look, I know you won the contest. And it's been a lot of weeks, y'all, since that contest. And I still haven't sent these people their gifts. But I got some priorities. When you have priorities, and I'm not saying that you don't mean anything to me, because you do. Because let me tell y'all something. If I had that kind of money, well, I didn't have to worry about the shipping and handling. I didn't have to worry about this. I didn't have to worry about that. If I didn't have to worry about the doctor keep calling me every week with 2 more prescriptions for Corey for here, you got to buy bandages, you got to buy tape, you got to buy port covers, you got to buy nausea medicine, you got to buy more diapers because he got diarrhea from this medicine. You got to take him to the hospital for this because he done broke out from that. Then I got my little ones right here catching the cuckoo bugs, and they coughing and hacking, and I'm buying Lysol and trying to keep it, sterile and this and that. We all got stuff that we go through. Hey, we get our money and we be like, girl, I'm getting ready to go bust the mall open. Do you hear me? And then life steps in. Yeah. Step in, brakes go out on the car. $500 or something later. That's $500 I didn't anticipate on having to pay nobody. Do you hear me? And I'm talking about me. I don't work nowhere but my husband, So that's with anybody. That's with anybody. Sometimes your light bill might be more than what you used to paying. So that's extra money you got to pay towards that. You might have thought you was going to have this by that time, and then something come up and show up, and then you be like, but what can you do? Not pay your light bill just to satisfy somebody else, or pay your bills and risk hurting somebody's feelings. I wouldn't want somebody to be put out on the street because I feel like something needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So, where does the reasoning come in at? Where does us being women and mothers, where is the sympathy and the empathy and the understanding of life? A lot of us are single mothers. Some are single mothers raising children that are not theirs. Some of you are mothers and your children are beyond grown, but yet you're raising some of your grandchildren. That's life. Life happens. And we had a choice. We could step up to the plate, do what God asks us to, and be that helping hand, that encouragement, that love to somebody that need us, or you can turn your back on somebody as they suffer because you're worrying about you. Or they should have did this, or they should have did that. Everybody got some kind of struggle that they're going through. Everybody. So we need to be, and this is me, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to say we need to do nothing. I'm going to say what I need to do. Continue to be kind, encouraging, continue to pray. Let me rewind it. Continue to pray and talk to God. Give Him His time. Seek His word so that I can do better and be better. When I do that, He will guide my footsteps. He will give me everything I need to be prosperous that day. To be encouraging, as His word says. To be that friend that we never had, or maybe a friend that we have had. To open ourselves up to other people. Yes, we get on here and we be afraid because we like, I don't know who I can trust. I trust the Lord. And if I pray and ask God, give me everything that I need to know who is for me and who is not. And if there's anybody out there that's set to do anything to harm me, Lord, I ask that you remove them. Show me. Show me. And give me the strength and the courage to accept that they're not for me. But I also want to continue to do what you say do. And if you lead me to be kind to this person in spite of, I will do just that. I trust you, Lord. Give me everything that I need to be prosperous. protect me, I can do that. The hurtful thing is, when it do come to pass and show you that some people just not in your corner, but they tell you they are, and they act a certain kind of way, and you get a task, and then all of a sudden the dookie hit the fan, and you like, really? I wouldn't expect that from you. But then you turn around and say, why wouldn't you expect that from them? You don't know them. I don't care. People that you have known for 20 years can change at the blink of an eye. You don't stay with them all the time. They may be one way when they're with you and another when they're not. You just don't know. But what are we going to do? Are we going to turn our back on everybody because we're not sure who we could trust? Trust in God. He is our source. I noticed lately that my daily devotional videos don't get a lot of views. But you know what? If one person listens and they get anything out of what I say, that's a blessing. It's not even about me. I'm just trying to share some encouraging words, some things that I've gone through and how I've handled it, my wrongs and my rights. Not that I'm perfect, because I am nowhere near perfect, y'all. My stuff stink on a daily basis. Do y'all hear me? Yeah, because some days, even with my husband, some days I choose to say some things that I know I shouldn't. I could be mean to him, and he still look at me. We both, he's a Pisces and I'm a Taurus, so, you know, we both think we right all the time. But I love him so much. And people say, well, if you love somebody, and I've said it too, if you love somebody, you won't treat them like that. You know what? You're right. So that's where I come in at. I can change the things that I say, change the things that I do, change how I act. And if I feel as though I can't, I know who I can go to. First of all, go to that person and ask them to forgive me. Ask God to forgive me. And ask God to change me into the person that He knows that He created me to be. Not who I want to be, but who God created me to be. Glory be to God. We have a chance, y'all, to do some powerful things on this platform, on YT. And until we as women come together, because we have the opportunity to do some beautiful things, y'all. We do. It don't matter what color you are, how long your hair, whether you natural or relaxed. It don't care. It don't matter whether you got all your teeth or 2.5. It don't care whether your butt big as the Grand Canyon or whether you flat as a pancake. It don't matter whether you got 4 stomachs or 8. It don't matter whether you got bat wings on your back or you tight as all get out. It don't matter. What matters is when you let the blessing of the Lord live down inside of you, the fruits of the Spirit, when you know how He has blessed you, when you know how kind He has been to you, when you know how forgiving He has been to you, can we do that for somebody else? Can we open up our hearts knowing that God has got our back and continue to bless those that are around us and not choose our words to hurt and harm people, but choose to bless them and encourage them and uplift them, helping them to be who God planned them to be. And in turn, He will do the same for us. Can we do that? Can we? Yes, we can. But it's a choice that you got to make. Can you imagine all the blessings that we can give to people? I feel so, Lord, I just thank you, God, for your Spirit living down inside of me. All the mean and hateful things, Lord, I would not, oh God, help me. Help me to get my words right, to articulate exactly how I'm feeling. Right now, I feel like I could stretch out my hands and just all the love, all the hugs that I could just reach out and just hug y'all and just squeeze all the negative and the hurt out of you and just send it to hell exactly where it needs to be. And then all of God's love just rush in and just fill you with life and strength and fresh air. That deep breath that you need to take. I ask God to come and meet you where you are, to show us all the error of our ways, and that there's another way, and that we choose Him, we choose life, we choose our best, because God has our best. I thank y'all for watching. This is a long behind video, but I'm going to see how many people are going to watch it all the way through. We're going to see what kind of blessings we can get from this. I ask Lord to bless me to be a blessing to somebody else from this video. I thank y'all for watching. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. 36 minutes and 12 seconds. That's 36 hugs and 12 kisses that I sent to each and every one of you. I love you all. I'll be back to talk to you guys later. Bye, sugar.